The following program was made possible in part by a grant from the Washington State Arts Commission. Lifetimes was written under the Artist in Residence project of the Seattle Arts Commission.
Hey, Ed, you're up. Hey, you're up. Oh, okay. Go get him.
Go get him.
Got it.
Hello? No, this is her daughter speaking. She can't come to the phone right now. May I help? What kind of service? How did you get this number? No, we are not interested. Goodbye. Just a salesman. Vultures. It's for you. I said you'd take it.
Mary? It's Alice. How are you?
I don't know, Alice.
I'm sorry. Your your daughter said it would be all right. I'm not sure I should bring it up now.
What?
They asked me to, the fall leagues are forming, and...
I don't think I'm going to be bowling anymore. Sorry.
That's beautiful. That's just beautiful. Thomas Hood. It was not in the winter our loving lot was cast. 'Twas in the time of roses. We plucked them as we passed. I haven't seen you here before, have I? No, I thought not. Do you go to the library much? Oh, well. You know, I think they do it to mollify their consciences. The discount. They overcharge everybody else terribly. That is why you're here, isn't it? Still, there's something very familiar about you.
I honestly don't think I'll have the time, but thank you for asking me anyway.
Wow, look at you.
Now tell the truth. Don't you feel 100% better?
This must be your daughter.
Yes. Elsie, Dorothy.
How do you do? Your mother and I have become great friends this past hour. I've been trying to persuade her to come with me and sell tickets for a little theatre group I've been helping out.
I've already explained
Oh,
that
that's
I...
a wonderful idea. I'm leaving tomorrow. She'll have nothing but time on her hands. Besides, gotta show off the new you someplace.
Splendid. I always have the address written down just in case. It's called the Ensemble Theatre, and it opens at 10 o'clock. Now, I'll look for you, say, Thursday? I know there's something. I'll get it. You know, I always wanted a daughter.
Mom? What are you doing down there? Look what I found.
Where'd you get that?
Where you kept it.
You can just put it back.
How long has it been since you looked at this? Now, you sure you're going to be all right?
Fine.
Don't forget, Dick's going to pick you up at 8:45. And don't go calling him back and canceling out the minute I'm gone. If nothing else, do it for me.
I love you, Mom. I love you, too. Hello?
Mary?
Yes, speaking.
It's Elsie, from the beauty parlour. I wasn't sure it was your number at first.
I always call to remind people for their first day. But of course I forgot to get your number. This is the third Lacey I've tried.
I tell you, sometimes. Like with you, for instance. I know you're in there somewhere.
I'm afraid you're mistaken about that.
Well, of course, I suppose you could be reminding me of someone else, but it really feels too strong for that.
No hint?
No, I'm afraid I don't recall anything.
Well, I'll get it if it's there. See you tomorrow then. 10 o'clock.
Oh, do you need a ride?
Elsie, my son's going to give me a ride.
Fine. Tomorrow then.
Yes.
Don't worry. I'll get it.
Thank you for calling.
Sorry I'm late. Jenny threw up.
Oh, my, is she?
No, nothing serious. Tantrum more than anything.
You got something on your sleeve.
Oh, tell me it's oatmeal and not...
It's oatmeal.
Thank God, that's all I would have needed on top of everything else this morning, huh?
I told Dorothy I could have taken a bus.
Oh, that's not what I meant. So, back to the grease paint, eh?
I'm only going to be helping out in a ticket office.
What'd you tell him?
No.
You going to?
No.
Oh, say, I spoke with that real estate guy the other day, Dave Tully. He'd kill to get his hands on that house. Says it'll go in a minute. Solid construction. Great neighborhood. It's a real estate agent's dream house. Boy, Dad sure knew what he was doing. Buy and stay put. Doesn't look like they're open. You gonna be all right?
Don't worry about me. You're going to be late for work.
What's a mother for if you can't worry about her? All right, now listen. I'll get a hold of Tully. Get an appointment. Who knows, he might even have an opening tonight. Jenny's really looking forward to having her grandmother living in the next room. She's already donated her favorite penguin to the decor. And you won't be imposing. We've already gone over that. All three of us are agreed. Besides, that house must seem too big for one person, All right. I'll get the ball rolling. What is it they say? Break a leg?
I'm only going to be selling tickets.
I bet you were something. All right, now you have a good time. I'll call.
Thank you for calling the Ensemble Theater. Our current and last production of this season is a revival, which premiered on Broadway in 1939. William Saroyan's classic American play, The Time of Your Life. The main storyline is that of Kitty Duvall, a young woman who had dreamed of becoming an actress. Tickets for the 3 remaining performances are still available and may be purchased at our box office or by telephone with Visa or MasterCard. Box office hours are 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. All sales are final. There are no refunds or exchanges. Thank you for calling.
Anything else?
No, thank you.
You're just ordering lunch again.
Lunch? It's 9:30.
You always want to know what I'm going to have before deciding what you want. You're ordering lunch. You haven't made a decision. You're just testing, trying to find out what I'll have.
Okay, so what'll you have?
Make your decision, Willie, and then I'll make mine. I have to go. I'm late.
Sharon, wait. Will you wait a minute?
If you don't drink that up, you won't get a free refill. I saw you through the window. Mind if I sit?
Please.
Coffee, please. Black. I thought you might turn up early.
My son, he was on his way to work.
That's what I meant. Either you'd be early or not at all. My son keeps trying to get me to give up driving too. Says he wouldn't mind ferrying me around with all the rides I've given him. Thank you. It seems bad enough they've got to put up with me in the house without turning him into a chauffeur too. Listen to me. I merely assumed that you'd given it up. Of course, it's quite possible you never even learned.
No, I gave it up.
Well, you're not missing anything. Too much traffic. Everything's automatic. You know, I've even got a little foreign job that rings bells at you if you forget to put your seatbelt on. My son bought it for me when we sold the house. Nothing but the best, he said.
You, live with your son, then?
Mm-hmm. And you? Oh, house or apartment?
House.
Oh, how nice. Still, they do get big, don't they? Well, any more? Or just the boy and girl?
Two are plenty.
Oh, you don't need to tell me, and I only had the one. Do you mind if I ask what the son does?
Television. Advertising sales. Channel 6.
How exciting. You must be proud of him. Mine's a pharmacist. Was your husband in television?
He was a carpenter.
Well, these are different days, aren't they? Of course, I suppose children tend to go where the sparkle is, but television's not the theatre, is it? Unless your daughter's the actress. She's certainly pretty enough. No?
I really don't quite follow you.
Oh, didn't I tell you? I remembered. I always thought you went off to the Big Apple. Everybody did. Joe will be delighted. He's the new theatre manager. He used to act, too.
I'd rather you didn't mention. It was a long time ago.
Don't you worry. If you don't want anyone to know, I won't say a word. It'll just be our little secret. Oh, it's amazing, though. Here I'd almost forgotten that wonderful header garbler you did, and now a memory come to life. That's what you are.
Everything okay?
Fine, thank you. Thanks very much. It isn't a bad show, actually. Mixed talent, of course, but loads of enthusiasm. Oh, that's Willie. He works in the box office, too. They don't get paid for acting yet, but Joe's working on it. Elsie! Oh, that's Betty. She's a dear. But we don't let her answer the phones.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me help you. I get all this stuff at the cast party and... Oh, whoops.
Well, you must be married. I'm Joe.
Hello.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Oh.
That's fine. I can manage now.
Oh, Elsie's a rock. I don't know what we'd do without her.
Oh, I missed the introductions. Loads of stuff for the cast party.
Did you see Willie on your way in?
No.
Well, if you do, I need to talk to him. You'll show Mary the ropes?
Don't I always?
Nice having you with us, Mary.
He's a bit preoccupied just now with the budget. Well, now, shall we? it's really not as complicated as it might seem at first. Basically, it's just a matter of what seats to put people in and charging them the right price. Generally, they tell you where they want to sit, and so we just nod and we say, yes, that's a fine seat, all right. Or if we don't have what they want, then we show them what we do have and tell them it's about time they took a new perspective on things. Betty, this is Mary. Mary, Betty.
Hello.
Betty does all our filing for us. Oh, my God! It's Thursday.
Early warning, Elsie. Has the Pentagon heard about you?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to blast your eardrums. Thursdays are the days when Kate, Catherine Armsby, volunteers. Oh, this used to be her private playpen before the board voted to bring in Joe. You won't believe her. She's loaded, and she plays it for all it's worth, which is still a lot around here, unfortunately. Well, now, let's see. The phones are all connected, so if one's busy, it automatically rings or buzzes, I should say, on the next one. And you can always put someone on hold if you want to ask a question or anything, you know, just push the red button. We're almost booked up for tonight, so there won't be much actual selling pressure. You know, we've been playing to half-empty houses until this week, and now, for the last 3 nights, we're going to be turning people away. Go figure it out.
Ensemble Theatre Company.
I'd like to speak with Mary Lacey, please.
Who?
Mary Lacey, please.
This is the ticket office of the Ensemble Theatre Company.
Yes, I know. She's volunteering there today. I dropped her off. Mary Lacey.
Hold on.
When what's-her-name gets back, will you tell her there's a call for her? Ensemble Theatre Company. Yes. It's a live play. Well, right now it depends more on what we've got left than where you want to sit. No, it's a revival. 1930-something. Just a minute. I think there's a piece of paper around here somewhere that... Just a minute. I'll put you on hold. Don't we have a fact sheet that tells what this thing's all about? All I can remember is that man stuffing his face with chewing gum.
Damn right.
Tutti frutti.
What?
The gum. Tutti frutti.
Of course. Thank you.
Morning, Elsie. Betty. Editing again, Catherine?
Joe wants to see you first thing.
Ensemble Theatre Company.
Elsie said you wanted to see me. I had something to do this morning. Won't happen again, I'm sorry. In fact, I wanted to talk to you, too.
Well, I've seen most of the greatest plays ever written. And believe me, you don't have to worry about missing this one. Oh, you're welcome. There was a call for you. They hung up.
After being on hold for about 5 minutes.
I suppose you expect me to organize search parties when I could be selling tickets?
My son was going to call. I suppose I should call him back.
Oh, no. Never call a child back. It makes them think you've nothing better to do.
He was going to make an appointment for me.
I see.
So what do you think?
What do you mean?
Well, don't be coy, Joe. You've been there. Do you think I got what it takes?
I think you haven't made up your mind. I need help in the office, Willie. Help I can pay for.
What are you saying, Joe?
I need a full-time assistant in the office. There's a lot to do. Setting up next season, envelope stuffing, the works.
You didn't mention acting.
Oh, Mary, by the way, 2 of the best for tonight's show. Compliments of the management. Every volunteer gets at least 2 per production.
Oh, no, thank you.
Why not? It's a good show.
It's a wonderful show.
Well, you could sell them.
That's what I say. But we have new policies that some take advantage of.
I've seen it 7 times.
For free.
It's not as if she stole someone's seat, Kate. You know Betty only goes when there's an empty one.
I'd like to see it one more time, but I couldn't stand all the way through in the bag.
You know, Betty, 7 is enough for anyone.
Actually, I might have that appointment tonight. Well, she could use one of mine.
Nonsense. She's just a glutton. We'll put them here in the hold box for you. Come, and they're yours. If not, they're deadwood. That's what Joe calls unused tickets. We'll just keep them here for you. Oh, do you want to take that?
Ensemble Theater Company?
You know, we didn't strike it rich for this show. So the money for the position had to come from someplace else. She came across at the meeting as your best friend and protector. She said she'd underwrite the position for 1 year, if it's for you, and if you don't act.
You went along with that?
Look, I'm not going to lie to you, Willie. I think you've got talent. But talent's just one of the things you're going to have to take with you if you go, and not the most important thing either.
You mean you don't think I'll stick it out? I won't be able to take it.
It's not easy out there, Willie. It'll test everything you've got. And you may find out some things about yourself that you don't want to know.
The main storyline is of Kitty Duval, a young woman who dreams of becoming an actress. The forces that made her the shell of a woman we first see are pitted against the simple, good-natured love of the simple, good-natured love of a simple, good-natured man who
Mary, are you all right?
Look, I'm sorry. I guess I should go home.
What is it?
I'll call my son up. I'll ask him to come and get me.
Mary, what's the matter?
He was a good man, Elsie. Good, simple man. I didn't give up anything I didn't want to give up. We shared so much. Growing. The children, but not this. It just wasn't part of his life. Our life together. And I never wanted to go back to it. I didn't.
And now, you're here.
Sharon.
Hi.
Lunch?
I can only stay a minute.
your tickets. And $1, $2, $3, and 25.50. I'm sure you'll like them. It's always nice to see things from a new perspective. Thank you for coming in now. I suppose you told him.
You knew I would.
And?
He's thinking about it.
It's the best thing for him, you know that. He doesn't have what it takes. We'll be saving him a lot of heartache.
Don't try to make it sound like an act of humanitarianism, please.
Mary's going to be taking lunch now, if it's all right with everybody.
All right by me. I'm used to running this place by myself.
Is she okay?
Nothing that a chicken sandwich won't cure, if you ask me.
Is there any problem in life that a chicken sandwich won't cure in your estimation, Elsie?
Well, you know, there is this one problem that doesn't seem to go away.
She's even put tickets in the hold box for her.
That's the policy.
She's not going to use them, you know.
If not, they're deadwood.
I could have sold these tickets twice already today. Joe, this is silly.
Maybe so. But they will be there for her if she wants them.
So you're not willing?
I don't know.
You just said...
I said I don't know.
You're not making this any easier.
Couldn't you just take the job for a year? Give us some more time to think about it.
I'm not sure this is something you should think about. Maybe it's just something you do or don't do.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know anyone was... I'll leave. No, please. I have to go. Do you want me to come tonight?
Don't I always? You'll probably have to stand in back, though. I don't think there'll be any empty seats for you tonight. It's Mary, isn't it?
Yes. I didn't want to disturb anybody.
No problem, really. Have your lunch? Bet it's chicken. Come on, open it up. Tell me if I'm right. She always brings one on someone's first day.
I'm not disturbing you.
Just having lunch. You'd think I'd have enough of this place. Did you know I was in it?
I saw your picture in the lobby.
Apparently nobody and nothing. But in reality, a great personality. A salmon spirit struggling for life. He's been taught that he has a chance as a person and believes it. As a matter of fact, he hasn't a chance in the world and should have been told. That's me, Dudley R. Bostwick. R for Raoul.
Can I help you?
Yes, I think you're holding a ticket for me for tonight. Mead, Hobart Mead.
Oh, yes, Mr. Mead. One moment, please. Excuse me, Betty.
Ensemble Theatre Company. She's not here right now. Could I take a message? Well, she's having lunch, I think. Just a minute, then. I'll have to put you on hold. Elsie, Could you take this, please? It's for your protege.
Customer, Kate.
Where is she, then?
Auditorium, I think.
Hobart!
Well, Catherine, hello. What are you doing back there?
This is my little theater.
Well, well.
You know, Ellen mentioned you just the other day.
I won't ask why. You know, I knew there was something familiar about this place. I thought it was the play. Saw it a long time ago. Thought it'd be nice to... But of course.
I can't find anything under Mead. Could it possibly be under another name?
Oh, I'll take care of this, dear. And would you mind telling what's-her-name that her son's on hold again?
I read it once in school, but never saw it until now. Still haven't, actually. I mean, you don't really see them when you're in them. That's why I keep reading it, trying to keep the whole picture in front of me. I've got something for the world, and they haven't got sense enough to let me give it to them. Nobody knows me. It's Harry, comedian no one laughs at.
The man with the 8-ball problem. What I've got is a headache and a 1918 nickel. What I want is a cup of coffee. If I buy a cup of coffee with the nickel, I'll have to walk home. Well, I've got an 8-ball problem.
He's seen it.
Not this one. It's a long time ago.
You remember it pretty well.
I wish I could tell you how it makes me feel to be alone. Kitty Duval, the would-be actress.
Who is it?
Excuse me, but Mary, your son's on the phone.
You'll come back. Finish your lunch, okay?
Another reclamation project. One of the volunteers keeps bringing in lost souls. The place is turning into a halfway house. That's probably what happened to your tickets.
Listen, I got the appointment. It's 8 o'clock tonight.
Tonight?
Isn't that what I said?
Well, they've offered me tickets to the theater tonight.
Who?
The theater.
I don't understand what you're saying.
They're for tonight.
Well, what about the appointment? Oh, boy, I don't know, Mom. This guy's awfully busy. In fact, he had to rearrange his schedule for me. How about the tickets? Can't you change those?
No, well, they're practically sold out. It ends Saturday. All right, I'll think about it some more. I know it's important. Yes, before 3 then. The time of your life. Before 3. Bye-bye.
Got him. What did I tell you? Misfiled.
You always manage to come through, Kate. See you tonight?
Oh, bridge.
Of course. Well, say hello to Ellen for me.
You know I will. Let's have lunch. Next week? There's something I want to talk to you about.
Call you here?
So, you decided to stay with us. What did I tell you about my chicken sandwiches? Oh, I'll take that. Ensemble Theatre Company? Yes.
Just thought I'd tell you, I think I found a new board member. He used to be married to a bridge partner of mine. He's got plenty of money, and judging from her new car, he's very generous. I'm going to ask him next week. And assuming that he accepts, the pendulum will begin to swing back where it belongs.
Well, that's one thing I'll say about you, Kate. You always play by the rules. Bylaws say you can nominate whoever you want at any regular board meeting.
Oh, don't kid yourself, dear. I play by the rules because I wrote them.
I think I was given the wrong tickets. I only needed one. You'll see it's a pair.
Could you wait here a moment?
Certainly. I'll be glad to take whatever you have, or even go another night. No reason to split a pair on my account.
I'll be right back.
Do you know Catherine at all?
Not really.
Well, please don't take this the wrong way, but she's the one who gave me those tickets. I think they might actually be somebody else's. Trying too hard for an old acquaintance, maybe.
I'll be right back.
She can be a bit insensitive to other people's situations. I've seen it before. So, if it becomes a problem, I don't really need to go.
I'll just be a minute.
Need any help?
No, thank you. I've had plenty.
Just be thankful I happened along when I did.
Excuse me.
Oh, we're having a conversation, dear.
You gave away my tickets.
We call it releasing them, dear. I released them. Someone managed not to file a very important person's tickets. I overheard your conversation with your son while I was looking for them. What's the matter? Didn't he like them?
He only needed one.
Oh, of course. I should have realized he'd be the type to go to the theater by himself. So, no harm done. Unless you were planning on attending with your appointment.
I did not release these tickets.
Miss, Mary, I don't want to make a scene, but if you insist, you were on the verge of releasing them anyway. I had a very important person waiting whose tickets had not too surprisingly been lost. Now, this person could very well be pivotal to the future course of this theater. You, on the other hand, are here for what might generously be called personal reasons. So, the way I see it, your claim to those tickets is dubious at best. And your insistence on this questionable perquisite is nothing short of insulting to someone who has devoted a great deal of personal integrity, not to mention money, to this theater.
Are these my tickets?
I don't need to remind you, Joe. This is a potential board member. Someone who could have a say about your continued employment here. I don't think we want him standing in the back with the actors' girlfriends.
I was beginning to think I'd have to eat your sandwich. Something wrong?
Do you remember when you were a little boy?
How do you mean?
When you were a little boy, what did you want to be?
I just read that. Yeah. I remember sometimes, Kitty.
What did you want to be?
Sometimes I wanted to be a locomotive engineer. Sometimes I wanted to be a policeman.
I wanted to be a great actress. I wanted to be a great actress and have a young doctor come to the theater, see me, fall in love with me, send me flowers.
I would do that, Kitty.
Well, I wouldn't know who it was. And then one day, I'd see him on the street, and I'd fall in love with him. Well, I wouldn't know it was he who was in love with me. I'd think about him all the time. I'd dream about him. I'd dream of spending the rest of my life with him. I'd dream of having children that looked like him. But I wouldn't be an actress all the time. Only until I found him and fell in love with him. That was my part, Willie. Kitty Duval, the would-be actress who really only wanted love. Now, what'd you say yours was? Hello? Oh, Dick. Well, that's because I haven't been home all evening. But no, I went to dinner. I'd seen it before. I know he's a busy man. I know that, too. Well, no, as a matter of fact, I didn't go alone. I went with some friends. You don't know them. They're from the theater.
The preceding program was made possible in part by a grant from the Washington State Arts Commission. Lifetimes was written under the Artist in Residence project of the Seattle Arts Commission.